Let's do this. So for most of my life, I've went with my gut. I've marched to the beat of my own drum. I've always trusted my instincts. And like any human trait, this can have some good and bad consequences. The good part of this is that I don't succumb easily to the influences of other people. I have what I like to call reverse peer pressure, where the more you tell me to do something, the more I don't want to do it. And I've never been one to get stuck in convention. The bad part of this trait, though, is that it makes it very difficult for me to follow directions. I don't trust authority very quickly. And like I said earlier, I don't do what people tell me to do. This consequently leads me to being a pretty hyper individualistic person. I have no problems doing things by myself. I enjoy being my own individual, but circumstances over this past week have coalesced, and it's got me asking this one question. Can I afford to be an individual? Is there any way that I can survive in this world by being my own person? Because, there's some things that terrify me about going back home to America. There's actually a lot of things, but for the sake of me not having a total meltdown on this channel, I'm just gonna keep it to a few. Housing is expensive. Healthcare is expensive. Cars are expensive. The very idea of living a standard American life is expensive. All of these things are so far out of my price range that I feel like I'd have better luck just praying to whatever deity is in the sky and asking them to just lob these things down onto the ground right in front of me. Because the thing about living in a capitalist world is that you need money to exist. And because people need money, they join these corporations and organizations in order to fulfill this ideal of having a comfortable existence. Call me whatever, but I feel like a standard comfortable existence should be that standard. Then all of a sudden, now that you've joined this corporation or organization, now all of a sudden you have to abide by their policies, because these places have rules. And oftentimes those rules are meant to uphold the company or the organization. These rules and regulations are not meant to help you as an individual. I mean, sure, some of them might help you do your job better or facilitate better communication. But ultimately, when it comes down to it, people are going to choose to uphold the organization over your own vested interests. So what happens when your own personal goals conflict with what the company or organization is telling you? Do you make the compromise and just give up on your own personal ambitions? This certainly seems like an easy route to take. I mean, doing what other people tell you save you the hassle of thinking for yourself. Or do you say, no, I'm not gonna do what you tell me? This definitely has the benefit of being rebellious. And you get to keep chasing your own dreams and goals. However, unless you're in a corporation or organization that is extremely understanding and is willing to let you break the rules, which in that case you found a unicorn, then you're gonna get fired, or you're gonna quit or get let go or whatever. Now all of a sudden you don't have a job. Now all of a sudden you're not making any money anymore. And those things earlier that are like fundamental to existence are all of a sudden so much more expensive and so much more unattainable. And all because you had the audacity to try and do things your way. But that outcome is one of the things that I think terrifies me the most. Well, that and sharks with laser beams. Because you see, I really enjoy making these videos. I don't make any money doing it. I really enjoy making music. I don't make any money doing that either. And I'm scared that when I go back or try to get into the real world, that I'm all of a sudden gonna have to forsake everything that I enjoy and everything that I stand for, all for the sake of being able to afford a standard living. Does that make me lazy? Maybe it does. But to quote Remy from Ratatouille, I want to make things. I want to add something to this world. But so far, those things have demonstrated that they won't give me the opportunity to exist in America. And so I am right now confronted with two questions that have just been rattling around in my head. One seems so much easier. But the other just appeals to who I am much more. Is it better to just stay in line, keep your head down, and do what you're told? Or is it better to follow your gut, make your own path, and damn the consequences? And right now, I honestly don't know the answer. Thanks for watching, guys. Sorry that this video was a bit of a downer. But yeah, if you enjoy this type of stuff, please don't forget to like and subscribe down there in the doobly-doo. Yeah, so I'm still working on my little album that I'm hoping to produce, hoping to get it out before my birthday. Want to do it before I turn 25. Yeah, so still working on that. Should be hopefully coming out sometime in March. But yeah, guys, I'll see you around.